Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video, and in this video we'll be going over Mega Slowbro EX. This guy is a certified Spinjitzu master, able to do 60 damage to the whole bench, equally so 0 damage. It really is up to RNG, but overall a ton of fun to play. This is the deck list right here. I'll show it yet again towards the end of the video. If you guys are new to my channel, really do consider if you like and subscribe. It really does help me out, especially as a small-time content creator. Without further ado, let's get right into the deck showcase. Alright, here we are in our first battle, going up against the Mega Charizard X solo deck. Going second, not too bad. Looking at our hand, we got 2 balls and a Slowbro. Our second turn, we can go absolutely crazy. So use your balls. I do have 1 copy of Ice Skill right here. Could definitely help you out tremendously, especially if your opponent is running Lucario. This guy can tank several hits from that Nightmare Bird. So for now, just place everybody down. Beat Slowpoke, Mantike, and then next turn, if my opponent doesn't red card or Mars me, 2 Mega Slowbros out, and I can just go absolutely crazy. This guy is the Spinjitzu master. Look at this guy. Very scary, since after attacking this Mega Charizard X, Mega Slowbro will be taking 180 damage, but this guy's tanky. Tanky beast, 200 HP, able to survive 1 attack. So for now, here we go. Laundry, go round, doing 110. So before attacking, you do coin flip. If I get 3 heads, doing 60 damage to all my opponent's bench Pokemon. Currently, it's only Charmeleon, but if my opponent has more, I can get a lot more value. Charmeleon's down to 20 HP. So you see the potential for this deck. You can get some insane value. Your opponent's active Pokemon might survive, but the whole bench might be just absolutely swept. So yes, for now, we're just going to do this. If my opponent doesn't do anything, okay, it's GG. Yeah, tanking a hit from Mega Charizard. So clearly this guy is better than Charizard X. Yes, that's the only reasoning. But yeah, first battle for my deck showcases isn't really meant to be too hard. This battle, very straightforward, but then again, Mega Charizard X is a very popular deck in the current meta. Just keep on Lucky Ice popping. I basically won, but yes, it's very fun. Just keep on doing this until you can't. Then Copycat and GG, just like that. Flip again. Okay, only doing 20. So you can get a lot of value with that attack ability. But yeah, with that being said, we shall see how this deck performs in PvP. All right, here we are in PvP battle. We are going second against a Metal deck. Leading with Mantike, that's pretty nice. If you can get a Slowpoke out our first turn, feed a Slowpoke, then next turn, Mega Slowbro EX, then we can go absolutely crazy. Opponent is setting up for Mega Charizard EX. Yes, I think this balances out. I got very good RNG my first battle, like the solo battle. So now, of course, just leading with Mantike and attacks. That's all they do. So their luck is also equally as bad. That's good to know. Perfect. Okay, so we did get Slowpoke. So now we just do this. Nice, we got Slowbro out. So Pokeball yet again. Lucky Ice Pop, making so that my opponent can't one-shot Mantike unless they do evolve into Revelry. Perfect, we still got it as well. Beat Slowpoke and Splashy Toss. I could use Training Area, but keep in mind, Training Area also buffs Mega Charizard EX since they're both stage 1s. Things are heating up. Opponent evolves into 2 Revelrooms, feeds this guy, so this Revelroom can one-shot Mantike. Does Middle Core Barrier. Interesting. Okay, so rest in peace, Mantike. Slowpoke. Here we go. Time to go absolutely crazy with this Pokemon. Mega Slowbro EX is out. At this point, I might as well use Sabrina, because my opponent did Middle Core Barrier this Revelroom. So just to do a bit more guaranteed damage, Sabrina. And here we go. Laundry go round. Let it spin. This guy's a Beyblade, a Spinjitzu master. 40 damage, not that bad. 40 isn't that bad. This deck does have 1 copy of Cyrus, so we can just beat up this Sizer, because Sizer is definitely the biggest threat in this deck. Right, Mega Charizard EX is out. The main issue for this guy is that no energy. Yeah, so if I were them, I would have fed Scyther. They do red out of desperation. So doing 30, but we do have a PC Lady, so we can just easily heal it up right now. Beat his Ice Cube, and Laundry go round. Here we go. Okay, only doing 20, but we one-shot Revelry in the bench. So getting 2 points just like that. And yeah, this deck has 1 Cyrus, so if we get Cyrus next turn, we can just Cyrus this Revelry and then it's GG. Okay, opponent training areas, but they can't do anything. They really did mess up. Concedes. Yeah, that makes sense. But as you can see, Mega Slowbro requires a bit of RNG. Yeah, I could have easily just gotten 3 heads doing 60 damage to the bench, or equally so, 3 tails doing 0 damage. And yeah, overall, really do love this Pokemon. Could be a bit inconsistent, but still overall a ton of fun if you don't take it too seriously. All right, next battle, going second. Opponent places 2 Fuegocos down, ends their turn. Professor's research. If we can get a Slowpoke, Pokeball. Okay, so this should give us a guaranteed Slowpoke. Next turn, hopefully we can get a Mega Slowbro EX, but honestly, I'm gonna play this a bit safe. So I'm just gonna place this guy down. Heavy Helmet, feed Ice Cube, and then Splashy Toss with Mantike. So I could have fed Slowpoke, but I think the smarter choice in this scenario is to feed Ice Cube. Okay, so opponent uses Fuecoco's ability. Eevee is out. Interesting. You got an Eevee. But yeah, as you can see, I pulled a Copycat. Hold up, this can work to our favor. So just do this, putting down all our cards. Copycat. This should give us a very high chance to get Mega Slowbro. But yeah, the smart choice is to feed Ice Cube because we are guaranteed to one-shot Fuecoco this turn. So yeah, look at that. Build up Mega Slowbro. So do this. Retreat. Ice Cube is out. An amazing non-EX, especially with the ability. If you guys don't know, if this Pokemon has full HP, it takes negative 40 damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So somewhat a mini tank. Nevertheless, able to one-shot Fuecoco. Eevee evolves into Flareon. Flame Patches concedes. Just like that. So, alright, next battle. This is a good example of how not to lead. So leading with Slowpoke, yeah, ideally you want to lead with either Ice Cube or ideally Mantike, of course. Also going second just to maximize energy, but we do get an inflatable boat, so we can definitely chill like this. Could have heavy helmeted, but I do want to retreat out of Slowpoke as fast as possible. Ultimately, it doesn't matter because I got another Slowpoke. So sure, just play like this and end our turn. Okay, opponent's using a Bellbolt EX deck, so this is not good. For one thing, Bellbolt EX is very easy to feed, and also this deck's main weakness is of course Lightning type. Nice, we got Mantike, so we could go crazy in a couple of turns. Hopefully, we shall see. But for now, just feed this Slowpoke, Splashy Toss, and next turn if I can evolve into Mega Slowbro EX, I can go absolutely crazy. Professor, please. 9 cards left. I need a Mega Slowbro. Please. Tempted to, probably should have copycatted, but okay, nice. We got Slowbro, perfect. Placing down Ice Cube for later just in case I do have to deal with this Lucario. Evolve into Mega Slowbro EX. Feed Slowbro, and because of the inflatable boat, I can easily retreat out of this guy into this guy. And here we go. The moment we've been waiting for. It's gonna let it rip, and then Super Toss. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So you love to see that, doing 0 damage on the bench, which does suck, especially since we do have Cyrus. So doing that at least 20 damage would help us out tremendously. Next turn, my opponent, if they do evolve into Bellbolt, can do 160 damage onto Slowbro. Oh gosh, okay. 2 Oracorios on the field. We can still win, keep in mind. So opponent gets very unlucky, not able to evolve into Bellbolt, despite copycatting. They have 5 cards left. Damn. So yeah, Oracori's doing some damage. We can win right now if he can get 3 heads. At this point, I'm just gonna PC Lady. Pretty scary, especially if my opponent does evolve into Bellbolt EX. That Pokemon is doing 160 damage to Slowbro, so we might be screwed on that regard. But if we get 3 heads right now, we win, because we can just one-shot the Tadbulbs in the bench. So here we go. Moment we've been waiting for. 1 heads? 2. Okay, only doing 20. Nice. It's still damage though. It is still damage, so 5 cards left. If my opponent gets very unlucky with this, I could still win. If not, it's basically GG. Okay, there it is. Bellbolt is out. Freaky ass eyes. Apparently these right here aren't its eyes. It's this face. So yeah, look at that creepy smile. Damn, lucky eyes pops as well. GG. But you see how this deck works. Very RNG dependent. You could just get 0 tails as you can see, and that would just instantly mess you up. Professor, please. We are going first. Professor gives me another Professor. Do we just do this? Slowpoke is out. If my opponent does Sabrina, then we are screwed. If you don't get another Pokemon. But we did get Ice Cube, perfect. So we can just lead like this just in case my opponent does Sabrina. Heavy Helmet, the Slowpoke. And once again, feed Slowpoke. Might as well training area. Yeah. Not buffing my opponent's Pokemon, so we could use this. Splashy Toss. And next turn, this guy will go absolutely crazy. Okay, opponent, all they do is feed Entei EX, attack. There's another one in the bench. Also evolves into Combustion. So next turn, they could potentially attack with Mega Blaziken EX. But for now, we are chilling like this. How many cards do I have? 7 cards. Honestly, I'm going to take a bit of a risk right here. Might as well. I have 2 copycats. Cyrus could be very crucial, but I do want to kind of maximize my hand. So we just do this. Copycat. This actually might mess me up. If I don't pull a Cyrus, then I might be screwed. Okay, so we don't get a Cyrus, but we do get Sabrina. So we can definitely cook with that. Also, Peace Lady and Lucky Ice Pop. So that could help us out tremendously, especially that Lucky Ice Pop. So for now, Laundry go round. Here we go. Please go very round. Not like that. Okay, that's the opposite of going round. Alright. There's still hope. Especially since we do have Sabrina, which is a pretty huge counter to fire decks depending on the scenario. Alright, Mega Blaziken EX is out. My opponent, okay, they could have subbed into Mega Blaziken, but they decided not to. Interesting. So attacking Mega Slowbro with Entei. At this point, Lucky Ice Pop just to heal up a bit. Hopefully we can get heads yet again. We don't. That's fine. Might as well put everybody down. Feed Ice Cube just in case to do guaranteed damage if we have to. And Sabrina. This will be huge because this NTX is on the brink of death. So just to maximize damage, we do Sabrina. Opponent subs into Mega Blaziken. Amazing. So we do this, doing 120 onto Mega Blaziken EX. And if we can get 1 heads, we can one-shot this Entei as well. So here we go. 1 heads is all I need. Okay, thank you. Got kind of scared, but just like that, doing 20. And then now this Torchic is marked. So if I can pull a Cyrus, I could just one-shot this Torchic and win the game. Because now, since I did knock this guy out, I have 2 points. 2 cards left. So a 50% chance to pull a Cyrus. Oh gosh, opponent's getting very lucky with Lucky Ice Pop as well. This is not good. So Lucky Ice Pops can't one-shot Blaziken. Lilies as well, so the only way we win now is Cyrus. So Cyrus, please come in, help me out. Nice, at least I'm not burnt. Here we go, 50% chance. Slowbro. This is not the bro I wanted. This is not the bro I wanted. Okay, so we didn't pull Cyrus, but there's hope still. There is still hope. Because if I can get 2 heads, I can one-shot Torchic. My opponent most likely does have a Cyrus in their hand. Just doing this, and then hope I get 2 heads. Please. This guy's done me wrong the last, like, 2 times I've used it. But I believe this time. First heads? Okay. But as you can see, yeah, if I got 2 heads right there, I would have won. So, yeah, that's basically the Slowbro experience. This guy's gonna help you out a lot. This guy works all the time, 50% of the time, you know? Yes, let's just go with that. All right, last battle, going second against another fire deck, most likely Charizard. So leading with Slowpoke. Okay, opponent places Entei EX on the bench, leading with Charmander. Here we go. So at this point, might as well, please, Professor, give me something good this time. Nice, we did get a Mantike. Oh, 2 copies. So we can definitely chill like this. We can either manually feed Slowbro, and this in 2 turns he can start attacking, but the smart choice is to lead with Mantikes, just so that it can tank a bit of damage. So let's do this, placing 2 Mantikes down, just in case my opponent does Sabrina. So to Splashy Toss. Next turn, we can evolve into Slowbro, and yeah, this guy's just gonna farm Aura for like 1 turn, and the next turn could potentially sweep my opponent's backline. Really depends on their backline, of course. Okay, yeah, this could be rather fast. So opponent does evolve into Charmeleon, interesting. So yeah, it doesn't have Flame Patch. They could have attacked with Flame Patch. At this point, we can be a bit disruptive. So evolve into Mega Slowbro EX, feed. Looking at our cards, we have a lot of options, but I feel like the best and most disruptive option right now is to Sabrina. Just to mess up my opponent a little bit, if they do evolve into Mega Charizard X, they can't attack next turn, because keep in mind, they only have 1 discarded energy. So Charizard EX will be 1 energy sword from attacking. Oh, look at this. The Mega Shine Chase card himself is out. Can't attack, doesn't Flame Patch. Okay, so opponent's getting very, very unlucky. So yeah, at this point, might as well Inflatable Boat Mantike just to kind of thin our hand. Then Copycat, getting a bit more value. Perfect, so we got Heavy Helmet as well. Also Training Area. So we can definitely chill like this. Getting everyone who matters on the field. Sub into Mega Slowbro EX. Heavy Helmet. Opponent very much can Guzma, that could mess us up later on, but overall, this is fine. We can still tank 1 hit from Mega Charizard X. Please, Slowbro, please give me at least 2 heads. All I'm asking for is 2 heads. There we go. I'll take it. Sure. So doing 40. If you got 1 more heads, we could have one-shotted the Charmander in the bench. But nevertheless, doing some decent damage around the board. Anti-X is down to 100. Mega Charizard X down to 100 as well. Damn, that's rough. Okay. The opponent is forced to sub out of Charizard into Entei-EX, doing a bit of damage. Still pretty scary because my opponent hasn't used Flame Patches yet. Next turn, Charizard X could potentially attack. So for now, do this, but we should be able to survive one attack. One-shotting Entei, and please, if I can get one heads right here, I win. Because I can just one-shot the Charizard or the Charmander in the bench. So one heads is all I'm asking for, please. Okay, GG. Yeah. Damn. But you see how this deck works. If I got 0 heads, I would have maybe lost. We shall see, but yeah. Just like that, all it takes is one attack, and I win. Yeah, so that is basically Mega Slowbro EX in a nutshell. And yeah, that was the deck showcase. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you found the video informative as well as a bit entertaining. I tried to be. Overall, this Pokemon fits perfectly well in the Water Archetype. Not as meta relevant as Suicune Excalibur, but still, you just want a very fun deck to use, to chill with. This is perfect if you want a deck for, let's say, solo battles, just to grind out random battles. This Mega debatably might be the best Mega Water type Pokemon currently in the game, because looking at the other Water type contenders, so when it comes to Megas, Mega Swampert, personally, I don't like this. Could hit like a truck, but could also disrupt you, especially with attack ability. You could discard energy from yourself, which would mess you up your next turn. Looking at the other Megas, Mega Gyarados, not that good. Mega Blastoise, same thing. So yeah, debatably the best Water type Mega currently, at least for the Mega Shine meta, but yeah, overall, I'd rate this deck B tier. I feel like solid B. Again, if you want a very good deck to invest in that's more consistent, I feel like this is not really worth it. Because of course, Mega Slowbro, I mean, yeah, it could definitely help you out tremendously, but at the same time, if you get 3 tails, you just do nothing. That could definitely mess you up. And ultimately, it does come to coin flips. And personally, I mean, when it comes to coin flips in this game, it's either going to help you out tremendously or do nothing at all. Lucky Ice Pop, I'm looking at you. But yeah, it's a video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Here is the deck list yet again. And again, I really do appreciate if you guys do like and subscribe. It really does help me out both mentally and physically. But yeah, it's a video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace.